Hey everybody, I'm making this video message about something I addressed several years ago, but I want to bring it up again because unfortunately people are still not learning to not do this particular thing. And years ago, I actually was guilty of it as well. But I want to talk to you guys about mistreating someone that you have not had a personal experience or encounter with. Now, we have who we feel are our reliable sources. We may have a BFF, a few of those, or we may have a mother, a father, or someone of the cloth that we trust and we hold them in high regard. So if they come to us and they share something in particular with us, we do not question it. We don't question if the person is lying. We don't question if they're exaggerating the situation. We don't question anything about it because of our connection to them and because of how we feel about them. But what I want to let you guys know is you do not take on the spirit, the irritation, the anger, and the attitude of another person because of their conflict with that particular person or other people. If you have never had an encounter or an experience with the person that you are hearing about, you need to stay out of the situation. And if you feel a need to put yourself in the situation, or if your reliable source brought you into the situation, why don't you do this? Try to bring positive energy into the things that you are hearing. Try to be uplifting. If you have a BFF that comes to you, or a cousin, or your mother, or your father, auntie, uncle, trusted co-worker, or someone of the cloth, because things like this happen in church and in the kingdom of God. But if you have this trusted, reliable source come to you and they're telling you the most vicious and horrible things that someone is allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, doing to them, you should not immediately hate the person and dislike the person. Or if the person comes around, you looking at them upside their head, they say hi to you, you're ignoring them. While they're talking, you're blurting out disrespectful things. And you're doing this not because you had an experience with them or an encounter with them. You're doing it not because that particular person or those particular people mistreated you or did something wrong to you. You're only doing it because, hey, this is my BFF. She or he doesn't have a reason to lie to me. I believe whatever they tell me. My mother told me so and so. She doesn't have a reason to lie. I'm not going to question her. My auntie or uncle told me this. My father told me this. One of my children told me this. You all will do that. And let me tell you something. When it comes to these kids, teenagers, little kids do it. But I don't really want to address them because that's entering into another lane. But teenagers and young adults, they will stir stuff up because a particular situation went down and it wasn't beneficial to them. Or they got checked or corrected on something and they're pissed off about it. So they know you're a hothead as their mother or father or whoever. And they'll come and badmouth the person that had to check or correct them. And then you're into it with the person, or you dislike them, or you hate them. Fights are breaking out. Drama is happening. Confusion is happening. But when you sit and you think about it, you have not had your personal encounter or experience with the person. Some of you all, you won't even investigate the information that you're being told. And I'm not talking about this always being in a setting of gossip. You don't have to apologize for the fact that you confide in your friends. We all need someone we can confide in. We all need someone that we can vent to. But this is the type of woman I am. You all don't have to take this piece of advice that I'm about to give. But I just want to share with you all and expose a part of me and how I operate. I am the type of person like this. If someone comes to me and they're telling me about what another person is doing to them, or how they double crossed them or backdoored them, or they are cutthroat and they did this and I'm getting into it with them. I'm the type of person like this. If I know that person's character, the one that's telling me the information, if I know their character and I know they're sneaky, they're slick, they're cutthroat, they're confrontational, they're argumentative, you can't tell them nothing, they don't want anything said to them, then I'm gonna silently think to myself, I'm not surprised that he or she is going through this, because I pretty much know how they operate. I know their character. You all have to be smart enough to catch on to stuff like this and stop always projecting yourself or allowing yourself to be pulled into situations when a particular person has not done anything to you that you're hearing things about. Do you know how it makes you look when you take on the energy and the spirit and the attitude of someone, knowing that the person that you're now mad at has never done or said anything to you? You can be loyal. You can be neutral. You can be supportive of your friend or your reliable source, but you are wrong if that person who you're hearing things about comes around and you're ignoring them and they're speaking to you. You're mistreating them. You're discrediting them. You're dishonoring them. All because of what you heard. When simply you can sit back and ask yourself, well, what did this person do to me? Did I have my own encounter with them? Did they say or do anything to me? No, I'm just a listening ear to what my friend is telling me, or what my loved one is telling me, or what my reliable, trusted source, in my opinion, is telling me. But you do not have the right to mistreat the person that you're hearing things about. It's just not right. I don't care how you guys may try to shape it. That's the ambulance. It doesn't matter how you try to shape it. It doesn't matter how you try to cook it up. It doesn't matter how you try to justify it. I am not instantly going to be angry at someone or mistreat them based off something that somebody told me just because of how I feel about them or because I trust them. Because I know that there's always other things going on, and sometimes you have to know the spirit, or you have to know the personality of your friend that's giving you information. I know you guys don't want to accept this, but it's true. If you have a particular friend that struggles with the spirit of jealousy, or you have a particular friend, they are extremely confrontational, or they're extremely sensitive and defensive, any conflict that they get into with someone, or any disagreement they get into someone, the smallest thing somebody says to them, they're going to feel like that person said something wrong to them, or that person is out to get them. There are some people in our circle or that we're connected to that may be really sensitive. They don't like certain things said to them. And so when that happens, they feel like it's the end of the world and they're public enemy number one. That's what my video message is. All I'm saying is that you can be neutral. You can be supportive. Again, I'm repeating myself. You can be all of those things. But if the person who you heard these things about happens to come around, because even though your friend or trusted, reliable source has these complaints about the particular person, there can be reasons why that person has to come around. It could be the boyfriend. It could be a classmate. It could be, a co-worker. It could be one of their family members and they have to come around. They may live with them, or just different scenarios like that. All I'm saying is that you need to add positive energy. You need to come with solutions. Come with resolutions. Come with solutions. Don't just instantly hear the information that because it's your BFF or your cousin, oh yeah, I don't like her either. I got an issue with her either. Ain't nobody gonna mess with my cuz. Ain't nobody gonna mess with my mama. But honey, you don't even know the situation. You don't even know the story. Why do you hate her? Why are you discrediting and dishonoring that sister or that brother and you don't even know? And they didn't even do anything to you. Stay out of it. This is what's going to show what your character is, and it's going to show the type of person that you are and your level of maturity. That's what it's going to show. Pay attention to this stuff. Pay attention to this stuff, because when drama kicks off, when you see these people in the streets fighting and busting out people's car windows and slashing their tires and they screaming and hollering, a lot of time when the smoke clears and the dust settles and you get everybody together and you'll say, well, why were you in it? Why were you fighting so-and-so? Oh, because she said so-and-so about my cousin, or my cousin told me, or my BFF told me that they did da-da-da-da-da. But if you be like, well, what did they do? Were you there? Did you see it? No, but it's just my cousin, so I'm going to ride for my cousin. Younger people, hear me out when I tell you this information. Keep yourself out of drama. Keep yourself out of confusion. Keep yourself out of chaos when you don't know the whole story. And if you've never had the very person that you're hearing things about, if they've never done anything to you, you are so wrong. You are so out of pocket. You are so out of line to hate that person and mistreat that person and put your mouth on that person and their character or their reputation just based off what your BFF or your trusted and reliable source or loved one told you. If you're going to project yourself in that situation, or if you feel like you got to be loyal to the person, add positive energy. Bring solutions. You could just say, hey, cuz, hey, BFF, hey, mommy, hey, daddy, hey, TT, hey, unk, whatever you call the person. Say, you know what? I feel you. I hear what you're saying. I know you frustrated and you experiencing this with the person. But guess what? Why don't you try this? When stuff calm down, let's have a word of prayer. Let's pray about it and see what God leads you to do. Or did you ask them this particular question? Or why did they do that? Or if they're acting this way towards you, let's find out why they're acting this way. Start asking questions. It'll keep you out of so much. That's the video message. Keep yourself out of this type of stuff. Guys, elevate, rise above it. Be smart. Know the spirit behind who is coming telling you a particular thing. If you know that they're jealous spirited, if you know that they're a bitter type of person, if you know they're confrontational, if you know they're argumentative, if you know that they're very negative, if you know that they're a cantankerous person, start asking yourself questions. Don't be quick to take on their energy, is all I'm saying. Well, guys, I know it's a sad time for you because I gotta go. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any of you have been offended by anything I spoke about today, it's okay, because I know you will forgive me in the morning.